I actually wrote the song because that's what I was actually dealing with at the time. When you're an independent artist or an artist trying to make it or shit, a human, period, you find yourself racing ahead or stressing about the future or trying to plan ahead, when in reality you should be thinking about the day at hand to try to impact that future. You know what I'm saying? Well, the title is actually self-explanatory. God willing is a phrase that we use, meaning it's not in our control, it's not in my control, it's not in your control, it's in God's control. We find ourselves stressing over what we have no control over anyways. And that's kind of what the song is about. The song is to kind of give people an understanding of how much they think and stress about the future. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to plan for the future or plan about the future. It's just a problem when you actually stress and depress over that future, and it impacts your day that you're living, right now. You know what I mean? I told the homie I see him the other week. He caught a bullet from hanging out in the street. Sad case, God willing he make it. I be plotting my next move, but I gotta be patient. I'm adjacent to death. It's a chance that I'm next. That's cool. I'ma take another breath. I'ma make another move. God willing, I find a way for me. Probably why I think ahead. I ain't trying to be another nigga dead, but instead, all the stress for tomorrow was today. Now I'm sick. I done added more food to the plate. That's cool. I just feel I'm preparing to be great. On the flip side, next year shit is in my face. The first verse is basically about the things that I think about on a consistent basis, the things that I go through, things that I plan on doing or anything like that. I also started off the verse with a really quick story. I had a friend that I even told him, hey, I'll see you next week, bro. I didn't get that opportunity. And again, that's kind of the reality of this song, is that, you know what I'm saying, you say these things like, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you the next day, or I'll see you next week, or I'm going to do this next week, or I'm going to be this next week. And the reality is those things might not happen. You don't have control over that. You know what I'm saying? The chorus is, will I make it through the day? Who knows? Will I ever find a way? Who knows? Will I go or will I stay? Who knows? Who knows? He know, God willing for sure. The chorus is pretty self-explanatory as well. These are just questions that I consistently ask myself, or the general human being might ask themselves. Will I make it through the day? Will I ever find a way? Will I go or will I stay? It's basically about the whole concept of the song. Who knows? God knows. Because in reality, God is the only person that kind of knows the destiny of your future. You know what I mean? I sit and wonder sometimes, like we all do. We hoping the plans fall through. Hope the bands fall through for the weekend. I got plans for the summer, so I hustle hard through the rain and the thunder. But I wonder, will I make it through the end of the day? Better pray, better pray. Better pray for another opportunity. Because you and me ain't promised tomorrow you're going to be highly disappointed every day that you borrow. Show me your plans. And he going to show the benefit of it you can demand. But ain't going to be no benefit from it. Maybe you make it. Or maybe you just fooling yourself. You got to face it. Because stressing ain't going to get you no help. I'm being real shit. I find myself doing it still. Planning for the next day when today got bills. The second verse is just really blowing the bigger picture up about things and really being more adamant about the message and really pushing the issue and the message that, you got things in place and then bam, something happens and it completely detours your whole plan, you know what I'm saying? And my message to everyone is to do the same, to think about the future, but not dwell and stress and depress over the future. Because I guarantee you'll be you'll be depressing about the future, and that future never comes because it just impacts how you feel at the moment. You know what I mean? Peace and love. It's your boy Fe'La, iniko, independent artist representing the West Coast, and I just broke down God willing. Boy.